Hey, everybody. I'm here with a quick Neo story. So, the other day, Neo did an interview on Balad TV. And of course, the interviewer asked him a very controversial question, and he responded. And his response had the people in a uproar to the point where he had to come back, apologize to the LGBTQIA plus community, and say, listen, guys, I did not mean to hurt or offend anyone with my conversation. It was literally just my opinion. And just like you have your opinion on certain subjects, I have my opinion on mine. So my intention was not to hurt anyone, not to harm anyone. It was just my opinion. So he's not backing down on his opinion, but he's backing down and saying, I apologize if I hurt anyone with my opinion. And in case you're not familiar with the story, to kind of summarize it in a nutshell, the interviewer asked Neyo, how do you feel about, parents allowing their children who are maybe underage, minor children, to transition from one identity to another. So they was born a male and they want to transition to a female. They was born a female and want to transition to a male. So he was asked about that subject. He responded, and his response ruffled a lot of feathers to the point where he had to come back and say, you know what? Forgive me. I apologize. Now we're going to get more into this apology, guys, right after this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share this screen with y'all. All right, let's get into Neyo. So Neyo offers up deepest apologies after anti-trans comments, okay? So Neyo's not done yet, posting a video to his Instagram and letting the people know he's not apologizing for having an opinion. He's just sorry for the hurt he may have caused for some of the people he offended, okay? So let me back up and play you Neyo's apology here. Just want to make sure I don't play any parts that could get me in trouble there. So let's play it from this point right here.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neyo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless, So, with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important, they're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine. All right. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neyo.
All right. And I do feel like this. Your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Why do we have to cancel and beat someone up over their opinion? Now, Neil is pulling back on his controversial comments about parents who allow their kids to be transgender, claiming he's always been an advocate for inclusiveness. The singer said Sunday night, after much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. He also said he's always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQI plus community. So I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive, right? And so this was his actual post, okay? After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQI plus community. So I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan to better educate myself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I leave with love and support everyone's freedom of expression in pursuit of happiness. As we reported, Neil had folks pretty ticked off by a Saturday interview with Velez TV, Gloria Velez, in which he condemned parents who affirm their child's gender identity. I will say that a lot of Vlad TV interviews, um, they get a little controversial. And I feel like anybody who's going on there to interview, and listen, go do your interviews where you want to do your interviews, right? But do some research on who you're interviewing with and understand what you may be getting yourself into, because they may present certain questions that are, if people are not understanding the fullness of where your answer is coming from, and then the interview starts to get clipped up, um you know it can lead you down a wicked path, is all I can say. He said he grew up with only two genders and has no problem with others identifying however they want, but added, it becomes my business when you try to make me play the game, right? So even the way you say things, some, that saying that says it's not what you said but how you said it. Play what game? To the individuals who are going through this is not a game to them. This is their life. These are their thought process. This is their feelings. This is um how they're feeling inside. And so to you using that word game could be a whole wicked path right then there, right? So he told Gloria, I feel like parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is. Here's the role of a parent for I think at the top of the list pretty much. The role of a parent is love your child for who they are as they are. In my mind, right? That's my opinion. Love your child as is. That's what the role of a parent is, right? Lead them on the best path that you can, because just like there's no perfect child, there's no perfect parent, there's no perfect person, right? We do the best we can in each scenario that is presented to us. So I always say with everybody, love them as they are. Okay, start there and then move forward from that point. If your little boy comes to you and says, Daddy, I want to be a girl, and you just let him rock with that, he's 5. He can't drive a car yet, but he can decide his sex. In his Sunday night when he backed down on it, Neo added, gender identity is nuanced, and he plans to better educate himself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. And I do suggest that he does that. I think I said in my first video where I covered this interview, the piece that he talked about, this piece right here, which comes to the transgender community. I said one thing I know for sure: anybody can say anything about any subject, right? But until you're faced with that in your real life, until it hits your door, you can't really say 100% for sure how you would deal with it, right? And I go to, even though we don't know all the details of it yet, really, I go to this Carly Russell story, right? The Carly Russell who went missing for 49 hours. We all thought, someone snatched her up. Then she had to come out and say it was a lie, it was a hoax. I don't know how I would deal with my child knowing that they told a lie, they had the whole world involved in this lie, and it has disrupted and changed our entire lives, right? I would love to say, I'd be like, oh my god, no, ba, 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 ba. But until it is my child, and now I feel like I got to protect my child against the world. I can say anything beforehand, but when it really hits my own door, I don't know what I would do, because I have melted for my child and broken down on some standards that I know I was here on, when my child came to me and just said a little bit like, Mom, please, 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 said please enough. And I was like, all right, this time, right? And of course it was nothing huge, but I'm just saying that, how I was able to melt that easy in the name of my child that I gave birth to and that I love. So on this note, I'm gonna say how I feel about this Neyo situation. At the very least, I'm glad that he offered up his apology. I'm also glad, I mean, if he's truly being honest about it, that he's going to educate himself a little bit more on the subject, so that way he can speak more on an educated level versus an emotional level, and versus a level of, I have this hard stance at a parent and I know for sure what I would or wouldn't do. He has 5 children who are not adults yet. I believe he said 5. Okay, maybe more. But I think he said he had 5 boys and 2 girls. So I take that back. He has 7 children, right? So you have 7 children who are all under the age of 18. And Neil, you have no idea what's to come. So talk to us once all your kids become adults, and let us know how you feel. That's all I got to say about that. Listen, guys, y'all know the routine. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody out there, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, guys. Chat with me in the comments, and I will chat back, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.